What's going on there, the YouTube? SSDO0320 representing JVS. I legit feel as though I have looked at way too many TV shows today, reviewed way too much, reacted to way too much, but I'll try to give you guys one last review for Cold Steel Episode 8, first season of The Punisher, which has been great, to be quite honest with you, with the exception of some sex scenes that were inappropriate and unnecessary to add to the story or the levity of the weight of the character. Some deviations from story arcs that kind of left there. This was a very interesting episode because, Micro's wife, David's wife, legit was kind of just like, look, I don't know what to do with my son. I was kind of suspicious though, because when everything was cut off and she, supposedly turned off the internet, I was just like, yo, is she a spy? Me and Joe even talking about it, like, what is really happening, you know what I'm saying? But then to come to find out she's lonely, she doesn't know what to do with her son, she doesn't know what to do with her daughter, and she straight up kissed Frank, and like, from that point, Frank came back, man, Micro was all messed up, man. He's emotionally compromised because he knows now, like, they've hit their tipping point, wife is lonely, son is to the point, like, that conversation that Frank had with the son, like, son was like, just go ahead and kill me, suicidal tendencies, because, like, he just feels completely trapped. And even with the daughter, like, needing some kind of father figure even beforehand, it's just really interestingly riveting, that, Frank Castle is really being unearthed. Before, it was kind of like Frank was just like a one-man killing squad. That was it. That's all he was for season 2 of Daredevil. Now he's having to open up. He's having to relate. He's having to, compromise the mission to do the right thing kind of situation. Because, him being with the boy throwing the football, that is very compromising. Like, just like Micro going out there, trying to show himself to his son. Frank is doing the same exact thing. Like, it's very compromising no matter what, because people know who he is, that he's alive. So either way, it's going to be really interesting to see what's going to happen moving forward. But I can definitely say that Madani's arc is about to go to a whole different point, because now, her partner got killed by her lover, essentially, and that relationship shouldn't even have started from the get-go. But this was a good episode. It left on a really good cliffhanger. I couldn't find any fault with it. No action moments happened, but I don't think this show needs a lot of action moments, even though it's about the freaking Punisher. I get that. People want to see like a lot of death and carnage and destruction, but they're going to get that by the end of the season. I can almost guarantee that. It's just the ramifications of what's happening, matter. Like, the story arcs matter. The character progression matters. And that's why I really like this show, to be quite honest with you. I can't wait for a second season. I don't know who's going to make it out alive, but just, on Frank alone and Micro alone and what's happening, I want to see them moving forward. It kind of reminds me a lot of the show Luther with Idris Elba, in terms of intensity, in terms of you never knowing what's going to happen. Foundationally, like, Luther has to be alive because the show is about Luther. But everything else around can be affected and possibly killed, And it just adds more weight. I don't know what to rate this episode, because I really want to rate it a 10. But I feel like there's other episodes that are married to that as well. This is a really good episode. Hopefully y'all enjoyed this review. Keep it locked. JVS ain't gonna stop. Y'all have a blessed night, blessed evening, blessed day. Peace, guys.